I'm going to be looking at this with as fresh eyes. Don't worry, I don't need any help killing the super dupe. I don't think I've ever had a super dupe survive to the end of a challenge. I'd have to think about it, but I'm fairly certain I have never had a super dupe survive to the end of the challenge. So now we've got ourselves back on track. This is the homeliest dwelling, our third base, and it would appear we're having some problems because we've got 8 people and no food. So let's resume. What do we got? Let's take a look. We're coming up here. A lot of Weesports up here. A lot of sleet wheat. There's a lot of sleet wheat grains up there that I'm thinking that maybe, just maybe, we should take advantage of. What are you making, sir? You are making some gristleberries. Okay, alright. So we got some gristleberries. People are eating those. Kind of chomping down on them. That's fine. Let's get our miner coming up this way. And I'm thinking what we do is we come up like this. And we come get some of this naturally occurring sleet wheat right here. That's super mine. Do we even have a miner? Let's take a look. Yes, we do. May is making her way. May makes the way. Fantastic. We've got ourselves the neural basilic. We've done that. People are starving to death. Some people are suffocating, apparently. Oh my gosh. Stinky. Oh, he's dead. Every single base today is gonna have a dupe who just digs themselves into something stupid. I'm not even. You know what? I'm not even give them a real Hall of Heroes. I'm done with the Hall of Heroes on them. Poor Stinky. We need an artist. Perhaps. Something good. Oh, you're pretty good. You do have a bottomless stomach. But you've got a lot of really good stats. Gene, welcome to the base. You can eat your fair share of food here while people are starving. We should probably take care of that, though. Oh gosh, some people even have slime lung right now. Oh no, what did I do to this base? I'm a horrible person. I've killed all my dupes. All right, let's get somebody to come get that. Is there meat in a shine bug? Let's find out. There's meat there. Let's make sure that this guy right here, do we have the ability to make some barbecue? It doesn't really matter because they just ate that meat straight out. No big deal. I don't think there's any meat in the slime bug. Let's make sure that this is set to do mush bars, but you don't have dirt. Okay, well then let's come get dirt. So that way you guys can eat some dirt while we're relaxing. And then we'll come up here. We're gonna get all of this sleet meat. Oh, so great. So great. Yeah, no meat in the slime bug. I already saved it. Okay, yeah, you're building way too many of these. I lied. I didn't realize that you're all starving to death too. So let's get some dirt. Yeah. Ren, how badly are you gonna starve to death? Let's take a look. Ren, you are... Oh, you dead. You dead? Yeah, you dead. Let's make sure that consumables, mush bars, nobody is allowed to eat them besides Ren. Chad's like 15 seconds behind. For you, maybe. I have no idea. Okay. Maybe we can save Ren. Maybe he's dead. I'm not really sure yet. He is pretty low. 293, 288. This is cutting it really close. Ren, come get the thing. Yeah, now you've eaten. At least you're gonna be up a little bit more. Let's get you solid here. At least you're at 1,000. You're still gonna kind of starve to death, but it's gonna be a minute. Okay, now you're at 6. There we go. Okay, so now I can let everybody eat. not bristleberries. I can let everybody eat the mush bars. So that way, we are good there. Fantastic. We're going to let people do that. That's good news. We've got this. Ooh, we don't have seasoned miners. Let's take a look at our jobs. What do we have? We don't have any miners. This is a bad thing. Gene, now a miner. Fantastic. Fantastic. And then we're good. Fantastic. Okay, so we're good. 11-second lag is not that bad, actually, now that I think about it. So we're good. We're good. All good. All good, my homies. All good, my doopies. Doopies sounds stupid. We're not going to use doopies anymore. What's up, duplicans? 11 seconds? That's not too bad. The real question is there encoding tonight? So we're good there, we're good there. We're gonna need to empty this soon. If we bring it here, then we can kind of bring it down to here. I bet we could probably make a trip this way. I'm afraid of it making a trip this way. What did we just research? Research has been completed. Decontamination. Fantastic. Fantastic. We do want that. He died, but we knew that was going to happen. Oh, he was probably our miner, too. That sucks. That sucks. Watch, at the beginning, or at the last part of last week, I was just like, watch! Watch, I'm going to forget that this guy is starving next week. We apparently had an artist. Our artist was not very good. In fact, I would say that our artist was actually indeed mediocre. Alright, so we can't get up there yet because we don't have a miner that's doing the mining job. Because Gene is our miner, so we need to, like, kind of get Gene experience here. How you doing, Gene? 6%? That's not great. Let's get you something that you can dig out. Just for fun. Let's... Do we have med beds? We do. Joshua's got himself some slime lung. Are people set to care for him? They are. Life support very high. Tackle very high. Combat also very high. Let's go... I mean, I kind of want Gene to kind of get super amounts of experience here. I don't really have a great place to do it. I feel like we should... Let's go south. Let's go south through here. So let's go keep exploring this way. Down this way. Here we go. Priority 9s all the way abound. So this is a good place. So this is actually where I am now going to use, unironically, an algae terrarium. Boom, right there. See, I'm going to use an algae terrarium right there. And so that way it provides some oxygen in this area for them to breathe. And it's really not costing me a ton right now. So this is kind of the perfect place. This is the perfect place to do it. Although there's oxygen down here, so... Well, maybe down here would be the perfect place. But right here is going to be fine. Right here is going to be fine. So we got it. But this seems like a good thing. It's not garbage anymore. Just don't use it as your primary oxygen source in your base. I see so many new people who are just like, oh my god, these terrariums are great, and they'll just fucking like drag a line of like 10 of them across the bottom of their base. I did it too, so don't think that I'm above such tomfoolery. But don't do it. Don't do it. This should now be priority 7, and that should be priority 9. Right, because we want to do that. What is that? Chlorine balm lily seed. My first base ever. My first base ever. We actually went through it on stream because it still loads for some reason. Although, the other ones have a problem loading. Jobs mastered. Who mastered their job? Nicola has mastered the science job. Good for you, Nicola. And so my first base ever, I did that. And I just, like, I logged into it. I'm like, holy shit, I put like 10 of these algae terrariums all across the bottom. Because and the worst part is not only did I put, because I did it as a way to get rid of, I know that I did it as a way to get rid of carbon dioxide, because I literally pumped dark carbon dioxide to that area from, like, different parts of the base. I literally had, like, 5 pumps pumping carbon dioxide to that area from different parts of the base. And I was just like, oh my god, I am the person that I hate. I am the problem. But I've gotten better. I have learned. Yeah, so this is the perfect place for this, right? So it's gonna eat a little bit of this carbon dioxide, which is fine. It's gonna put out a little bit, just enough. It's gonna put out just enough oxygen for them to catch their breath in this area, right? Instead of having to, like, kind of come down, come up here, breathe, come back down, come up here, breathe, come back down. They're gonna be able to get just enough oxygen in this area to catch their breath. And that's all that we're really looking for. To keep them from leaving the area super fast. We're gonna keep going south. I think we're gonna go down for oil in this map. We're kind of still on a food shortage. People are kind of gonna start starving soon. That's really a problem, but not one that I'm super capable of dealing with. Oh, we got ourselves a new blossom. Kind of like that. And another one right there. So there's gonna be more oxygen down here now too. See? What? A little bit of oxygen. So this isn't, it's not so bad anymore. It's not a don't you ever use this or everybody will laugh at you anymore, but it is definitely still a, I wouldn't say noob, I would say noob trap, because it's not very obvious what it's really used for. Some people are going to try to use it, like, they're going to put like 5 of them down here to get rid of this carbon dioxide or something like that. And you shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely make that a little bit more effective than what I'm doing right now. But then again, I'm also about to, like, release a whole bunch of, actually, I was just about to do that, release a whole bunch of hydrogen into the atmosphere, but that would just find itself right here. And I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that quite yet. We will instead live with our algae. Super good algae. What great algae you are. We're gonna keep going down here, which is good. Yeah, see, it's coming up. A little breathing right there, a little breathing right there. Kind of keeps them down here. And she's gonna get, hold on, let's see how far she moves up. She should just move to, like, right here, probably. So, oh, no, she even came in here. Oh, that's because this had oxygen, that's right. Oh, a nice cold biome. Cold biome near the, ooh, water. We want, ooh, and it's a really hot area. Oh, this is a steam vent. Steam vent says, holy shit, 4.5. And it erupts for a lot. 500 seconds? At 4.5 kilograms a second? Shit, that's a lot of water. Holy balls. Let's come out here. And let's go take a look. That's a shitload of water. .5 kilograms a second. Holy crap, that... Well, here's the problem, is we think it's a good vent. We think it's a good vent. That's a shitload of water. That might be the best... That actually may be the best cool steam vent I have ever found. Let's do the math real quick. So at 4.5, I'm just going to throw the 40 out as a rounding error. 4.5 kilograms at 514 seconds is 2.3 megagrams. Wow. At 1,000 kilograms a tile, it's 2.3 kilograms, or it's 2.3 tiles of water every 1,000 seconds. Every 16 minutes. 3 tiles of water every 16 minutes at normal speed. It is good. That's a good vent. That's a lot of water. Oh, I know we're gonna get to it. We're gonna start using it, and that thing is gonna go dormant for like 200 cycles. Just watch. That's a fuckload of water. Let's get our scientist promoted here real quick. Let's see if we can get him up to a tenured scientist, because I want him to go touch the geyser. So let's go. Oh, no, this is the bench. Where is my jobs board? Am I gonna have to actually click? Oh, here it is. Jobs board. Let's come over here. Oh, Nikola is now a tenured scientist. Fantastic. Nikola, tenured scientist. He's going to be able to touch that geyser for all that it's worth. I need a way to get to this that doesn't have abyssal light, so we're going to have to come in through here. This whole area is super hot, too. Super hot. Super hot. Oh, Nikola's so dead doing this, but we're gonna find out. Stuff like that chaos. Stuff like finding the steam geyser. Yeah, but knowing my luck, we're gonna get down. God, look at all this water. Holy shit. There is a lot of water. I know we're gonna get to this thing, and it is gonna be like 200 cycles dormant, and I'm gonna be like, that sucks. Yeah, so that's what gets you excited about this game. I like finding good geysers. It happens so rarely for me. I do like, oh, look at that. Natural gas geyser. I think we found this last time. 600, oh, we did find this last time. This is fantastic, too. Look at this. 611 grams a second of frickin' natural gas. Only 139 seconds, though, but that's a lot of natural gas. That is a ton of natural gas. So we're going to have that. That's going to be good. And it's right near this cold biome right here, so what we'll do is we'll do our power over here in cold biome. It'll be good. We're not really worried about water yet. Infested Steve, number 1, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining the channel. Number 2, you found a hydrogen geyser, but you don't know how to pump the hydrogen without the pump overheating. Well, your hydrogen geyser is probably putting no hydrogen at that 500 degrees level, which sucks, because you are right. It is very much there. What I think you should probably do is take a pump and put it, you're going to want to build a room, like this, right? So if you have your geyser right here, like we'll just say that this is your geyser, okay? You're going to want to build a room that's kind of bigger, right? And you're going to want to put your pump kind of over here. What you want to do is set your pump to be automated based on a temperature sensor, which I don't have access to right now. But you're going to want to set your pump to be automated on a temperature sensor. And then you're going to want to put a couple of tile right here, like that, boop, like that. Then you want to come down here to furniture, and you want to go flower pot. And you're going to want to plant Wheezies in here. Wheezeworts are your magical friend in this one, buddy. Your those Weezwarts are gonna. I don't know how much hydrogen is coming out of your vent, but generally it's not a ton. It's between the 50 and 150 gram mark. So you're gonna want to put Wheezies in there, and that'll cool down that stuff super quick. You just want to kind of get it to a point. Actually, you know what I would do? Is instead of doing that, I would plant the Wheezies right here, and then I would have a pump. Just put a pump over here. The pump, well, they do, but... So, yes, a Weezwort only handles up to 95 degrees Celsius. However, heat in this game kinda... They'll cool down stuff. You should be okay. You should be okay for a while, at least. Enough to kind of get it. What I would do then, and now that I think about it, is instead of doing something like the Wheezies and then having the pump on automation, I would actually just have a door, an automated door, and have the door open when this is cool enough. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. There's some other things that you could probably do. Do them okay. We're gonna analyze this thing. It's probably a bad thing, but we're gonna go touch it anyway. That's a lot of water. But as a general rule, yeah, it comes out at 500 degrees, but like unless the environment is also at 500 degrees, it doesn't quite get there super fast, right? Because technically this comes out at 110 degrees. This puts out steam at 110 degrees, but this environment's only at 68, right? So just because something goes out at something. Oh, wow, that is not a joke anymore. Holy crap. I lied. I lied. Don't go do this. Right, so even though it's coming out, and it's going to come out really hot, this environment isn't 110 degrees like you would expect. No, you should be able to do it. You should be able to do it with just a pump, to be honest. Right, everything else can be passive. So you can use Weezwarts to be passive, you can use that sort of thing. You can also, if you are cooling other things in some way that you want to heat up, you could also theoretically use the new radiators. I don't know if you're on the new patch or not. You could also theoretically use the new radiators to be able to kind of cool down that area a whole bunch. Let's take a look. What are you? You are also a gas vent. So let's come down and get you and see what you are, because you might be worthwhile as well. Here's the problem. I don't have any way of getting you without going through this abyssalite. I need my miner to be better than she is. So we're just gonna do this. But yeah, give it a try. See how it works. Might not be a permanent solution. Weezwarts are magical, though. I think you will find that it will last you long enough that you can move on to other problems. Research complete. That's fine. That's fine. But we don't have a good miner yet because we killed our good miner. Come on, Gene. You can do it. Come on, Gene, you're our man. If you can't do it, no one can. Yay, Gene. Yeah, I'm not sure coming in here and breathing this really hot-ass steam is probably a good idea, but we're going to do it anyway. So that's a gas geyser. What else are we going to have the ability? I bet we could probably ruin this ice biome. Let's also kind of move towards ruining this ice biome. Maybe we can use, if God willing, there's a squishy over here. Oh, then this is just a gift, I tell you. What does that make you if you're just here to fix a problem after a problem? Here's the problem in this game. Here's the real big problem. Moving goalposts, people. You think you have a problem? Eventually, you're going to sit and you're gonna make the perfect solution. And it will be. It will be the perfect solution. Everything will be amazing. Here's the problem. It is not the perfect solution, and it never will be. Maybe it will be, but then maybe you get another duplicate. And now you're like, oh shit, my new solution or my old solution is no longer the perfect solution because it's not big enough. It does not provide for near enough duplicates. Now that's a problem. Now you have to double your solution. Uh-oh. That double solution now needs more power. People are starving to death because now you've got more people. Nisbet is getting air? See, that's what I wanted you to do. Oh, but interesting. That's a cool way of doing it. Kind of pissy that it needs to do that, though. No big deal. Does it put out germs? No. Okay. We're still starving to death. Why are we doing that? Because we are again out of dirt? Wait, really? Have we really made that many mush bars? Terrible. Terrible. And then boom, now you need more power. Oh, no, now the power's a problem. Oh no, now you need more polluted water. Oh no, polluted water's a problem, now you need more water. And now you're back to the same problem. You just moved the goalposts. Now there are perfect solutions that exist, kind of, but they're really not. The problem is if you spend all of that time coming up with the perfect solution, another problem's gonna bite you in the ass super fast. Right? You're gonna end up getting like, do we have a farmer? Right, you're gonna end up getting that. Work on your problems, get them fixed. Once you have no problems left, once you're like, hey, I'm stable, then start to perfect your systems. Slime exploration at 48. I'm braver than you. This is slow for me. I think we came up into this at like 20. You should not be afraid of slime. Yeah, you should not be afraid of slime. Slime is conquerable. Slime is not the problem that people think it is. Slime is barely even a problem in this game anymore. You should not be afraid of slime. On any planet. We need to make ourselves this to be like this, and then like this. Starvation, though. Starvation apparently is a problem. Overextending the amount of dupes. That's a problem. Do I ever do exosuits? Yeah. Roblox Gamer 123456789 has followed. Roblox Gamer, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I do use exosuits. Yep. And we've just lost 2 dupes to starvation. Food is more of the problem our time right now. I'm okay with losing 2 dupes to starvation though. You never seen anybody play this so fast? I got bad news for you. This is actually me playing slow. Weirdly. This is me playing on slow. Actually, you know what? Now that we're at 6, so this is restart day, so this is me actually playing slow, because now that we're at 6 dupes, we could go to 10x. Right? So the game has 4 speed settings. If you have debug mode enabled on your game, you have access to the 4th speed setting. The 4th speed setting being 10x speed. And I tried to go for like this super sick echo. Like, woo, echo, 10x, 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 10x. It's fantastic. It's everything that you could possibly want from the game. But yes, no, you should not be afraid of slime, right? So the reason that I say that is, 1, Slime Lung takes forever to kill you, and you probably won't die to it anyway, as long as you have a med bed. Just make sure your dupes don't do something stupid like stand on top. Oh, I told them to stop doing this. Yeah, get out of here. Like, we could play at 10x speed. And just do this, which is fun. This is what I normally play at for oh wait, I just did that for another thing. We'll give the door, and then the tile, and then we'll do the stations, the farm station. This is available for trying. But I don't want to do that because it's the normal day. But what was I gonna say? Okay, so slime lung. It's restart day, so we get to explain this. Let's turn it off with 10x and put it back on 3. So slime lung is a normal disease, and to understand that in this, diseases are not instant, right? It's not like if they touch slime lung, they get slime lung. They have to go through their immune systems. And so right now, like Joshua's a good example because he's at 86% immunity. So if we come up here and we go to vitals and we hover over Joshua, it tells us what his immunity is. He recently consumed slime lung, which means that there was slime lung in the air, possibly in the food, but probably not for slime lung. And he's consumed over 70,000 slime lung germs. 70,000. For every 10,000 slime lung germs, they get minus 1% immunity per cycle. Okay. As a default, on default settings, without screwing with them, duplicants gain 15% immunity per cycle. You have an immune system. Duplicants have an immune system. Duplicants are like you. So duplicants have an immune system. You have an immune system. You gain 15% immunity per day. So duplicants also get it, right? So what'll happen is, there's no food. Well, slime lung also doesn't really get into food. That's for food poisoning. So what'll happen is they can breathe up to 150,000 slime lung germs before they start to get sick. Okay, they still haven't gotten sick. They can start to get sick at 150,000 slime lung germs. Now, slime lung does not live naturally inside of a duplicate body, which means that it dies. You can see that it's going down here for Joshua, right? And so it slowly dies. So if you were to get to that 15% per cycle, and you were to start taking immunity problems, if you pulled them out of the slime biome, they would never get sick. Okay. It's only when you send somebody into a slime biome and you basically lock them in there for like 2 or 3 cycles, that they will get sick. Now, once they get sick, their immunity has hit 0%. You haven't paid attention, you don't have any doors that lock them out, maybe you've brought slime lung into the base and it's in here now, something like that, right? I haven't done that yet this round. I'm not immune to bringing slime lung into my base. Well, now your dupe is sick, okay? And all that means is that they need to spend time in a med bed, and that they need to be cared for once a cycle for 4 cycles. If they do not get cared for once a cycle for 4 cycles, they die. So, but that's not necessarily true, because slime lung actually takes, I believe, 8 cycles or 6 or 8 cycles to actually kill a duplicate. So once they get treated, it starts a 4-cycle timer, or a 1-cycle timer, and it brings the cycle down. If they get treated again, it brings that cycle down again, and then treated again, and then treated again 4 times in a row. Now they're cured of slime lung. They can't get slime lung for like another 2 cycles, and their immunity goes up. However, if you leave them, if you basically sat them in a med bed, or you had no med beds, then they would die after 6 cycles. But like, you would have to be so grossly out of tune to have them die from slime lung at this point that, like, your dupes, they'll die from something else way sooner. Have a med bed. Prioritize care. Everybody should just be set to care. It really doesn't take that much dupe time, even when they're in the bed. It only takes 1 dupe, like 10 seconds through a day, and then you're fine. You will not have anybody die from slime lung. Now, there is the possibility that if you're silly like me and you dig out an entire slime biome, gung-ho, like you don't care, and you send all of your duplicates to do it, that everybody gets slime lung, at which point it becomes a little bit of a problem. Just don't send all your duplicates, and you should be fine. These stickers turned out really nice. I keep looking at them and I'm just like, I have stickers now. These stickers turned out really nice. I am very happy with the quality. They feel good. Yeah. So just don't do that. Pay a little bit of attention, but you can just, if you're just trying to make like this path right here, right? I'm trying to come up here and kind of get to this. This person will never get sick. They'll just never get sick. Right? So this was Joshua. This is why Joshua is losing some of his stuff, but you could see that he's not even getting enough. He's up here, he's in this polluted oxygen of 16,000 slime lung germs, and he's in and out, he's breathing, he's bringing down stuff, he's doing things, and he's still, he's just started to go back down again, right? He's consumed 170,000 slime lung germs, and it's already dropping, so. Yeah, so pay attention to it. Watch your immune systems, right? If I get to the point where I'm like, if I get to the point where I'm like, Joshua, you really have consumed a lot. Let's say you've consumed 50,000 slime lung germs and you're dropping, 40% a cycle, and there's no way you're not getting sick at this point, right? Or maybe he gets to a point where he's dropping like 20% a cycle, so he's consumed 350,000 slime lung germs. If he gets to the point where he's consumed 350,000 slime lung germs, I'll just make it so that he can't go through this door, right? And then that keeps him from consuming more, and he might not get sick. Right, so let's take a look at him. He's currently at negative 20% for slime lung, but it's only negative 4% per cycle because of his immune system. So if this got to the point where he was negative 35%, so 350,000 slime lung germs, I'll probably pull his access to the area and just make other people do it. But you can see nobody else has really even gotten sick. She's close, because she's been up here. She's close. He's kind of close. But they've been in and out of this area, and they're not even getting immune damage. So. I mean, I think there's probably slime. There's not really a lot of slime lung down here. So I think there's probably slime lung down there too. But jobs mastered. Who is it? The chef. Damn. Because I really want... Oh, come on! Well, that sucks. Joshua the plumber. Now Joshua the miner. One of the people who starved of starvation. One of the people who starved to death was the miner we were training. Ah, that sucks. Well, 6 is about where we can apparently support right now with our food income. This is unfortunate. Oh, it doesn't even matter that this was here, because it's outside of a greenhouse. Of course, this is a problem. This is a problem. So, no big deal. No big deal. 10 more cycles. Alright, that's cool. We're good. Sweet, sweet, sweet Caroline. Bow, bow, bow. See? I need to make this a room so that we get the better food buff. That means this needs to move, which kind of sucks. Or we need to kind of do the changey right here. Let's do you two. Let's do a pneumatic door here. I wonder if this will work. If this works, I'm gonna be a super happy camper. A pneumatic door. Deliver the rock. Do you get all the money from subscribers? No. No, half. Twitch is 50-50. Half to Twitch, half to me. roughly. Infested Steve has followed. Infested Steve with the follow. Thank you, man. Thank you. I hope your hydrogen geyser works out well. All right, does this count as a room? Let's take a look. It does. Can you get here? That's convoluted. Okay, well let's also send this up this way. Yeah, it's like the Mafia, but you know what? I mean, Twitch has got to run servers and stuff too, so I mean, it is what it is. Not much we can do about it. No big deal. I mean, they take, so it's 50-50, and then I think it's something like 28% of bits. So like, if you, but a bit, just think of it this way: a bit is a penny to a streamer. So if you donate somebody 1 bit, it's 1 penny. If you donate somebody 5 bits, it's a nickel. 10 bits a dime. 25 bits a quarter. 100 bits is $1. So, and then half of subscriptions. I don't know YouTube one. I'm assuming YouTube also takes a cut of those. The only thing that Twitch or YouTube doesn't take a cut of is if somebody donates through PayPal. So if like a streamer has a PayPal link, or like one of those Streamlabs donate here things, I think I have one from before down below. That's the only thing that they don't really get a cut of, is PayPal. And then obviously anything else. How do you do what? Donate through like PayPal? Streamers will normally have like a donate link, generally in the channel description down there, if they have it set up. Do they allow that? I mean, they can't really stop it, so yes. They would catch a shitload of flack for getting rid of PayPal donations, or for making it so people can't take PayPal donations. I'm sure they don't prefer it, and there are downsides to PayPal donations, right? Like, it does exist. Downsides do exist to that. Who is it? Courier, damn it. But right, and that's also why you see, right, like besides bits and subscriptions and things like that, that's why you see a lot of people like expanding into merchandise, like these stickers. Shameless plug! I'm selling stickers. At least I'm selling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm selling 8 stickers. 8 of them are called for already. Right, and so, but depending on how they do their merch, that can also be that can be a huge pain in the butt too. So I took the route of, instead of having somebody like sell my stickers on demand and I get 50 cents a sticker, I had them custom printed, and then you know, I'm gonna just handle fulfillment myself, at least for these 16. They were kind of a test, and it was just because I got the new logo and I did it, and I was just like, fuck you, I want a sticker, so I made stickers because I can do that because it's my logo. I don't know, it feels really weird. It feels really weird and really cool. It feels really neat, like having like my logo on a literal goddamn sticker. It's cool. It's just, it feels so official. It feels so like, ooh, stickers. I'm also a huge sucker for stickers, so yeah. You guys can all ignore me now. I'm like fangirling on my own stickers. It's super embarrassing. Nisbet, exosuit engineer. Fantastic. Let's get ourselves a little bit of another grave. I don't want to say that we should plan for it, but we should probably plan for it. Let's also turn off this bedroom. Right, we don't need it right now, so let's turn it off. Let's make sure that our oxygen... We apparently never did airflow tiles. That's bad. No research focus selected. Research. To be fair, the stickers are pretty neat. I'm fairly surprised you don't have stickers yourself, sir. As I will, if you are interested, I will send you the place that I did it. I only ordered 10, but they shipped me 16 for the same price. So if you are interested, I will give you where, I'll just PM you just so it's not like this. But it turned out really, I mean, it was super quick turnaround, and it's really weird to have something. It's really weird to have your name on something, even if it is just a sticker. I don't know, it feels cool. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I know that there's probably a handful of people, at least in your channel, who would certainly rock a Lucky Heart sticker, right? Like a sticker of your emote. That would be cool. Oh, you know what? I wonder. I'm gonna have to talk to Clay. I might talk to Clay. I wonder if I can do this and a Priority 9 sticker. So, I mean, it's a thing. Weird. Cool. Yeah, I mean, not that I needed to update my branding game, because I don't really have a branding game, but the stickers are just so neat. So neat. I'm happy with them. They turned out super, super, super well, actually. I keep playing with them and looking at them and stuff. I don't know. Alright, so what have we got? You know, we're really kind of just chilling in this one, trying to freaking wait for a miner at this point. This whole needing a miner thing, I really shouldn't have killed my miners. That's the real thing. I'm gonna use the method though. I will be back in about 2 seconds. 2 whole seconds. I know, it's fast. It's fast. It's gonna drink a lot of water. Perfect. Oh, such a good boy. Such a good Pippins. He's a super good Pippin. Why are we not... Did you guys just not... Like, come get a cot? Oh, it's because I turned them off, not that. So, Ren, come get a cot. Who else is not assigned here? Nicola, come get a cot. And Joshua, you come get a cot. So good. Hail Corporate. When will the next update be out? 2 days. Where's the patch notes for the next patch? There'll be, there's only one new occupation. Yeah, there's only one new occupation for the next patch. So the only new occupation is plumber. This guy right here. Everything else was in the previous patch. So just plumber right now. Patch notes will be, the final patch notes will be out there. 2 days? I know. I've been playing for 2 weeks. You can opt into the beta. I mean, you can. Just like you can opt into the beta for... Yeah, you can do the beta for the next 2 days if you really care that much, but... I mean, realistically at this point, like, it's 2 days. Who cares? Just kind of wait, right? We should probably just come down, huh? A little bit of ladder right here. Hail corporate. Hail corporate. I'm not corporate. I'm not corporate. Anti-corporate. I'm an independent creator. Independent creator. Oh yeah. Alright, so that's good, that's good, that's good. Nisbet's doing her thing. That's good news. We are now gone ahead and gotten there, so we should have access to, I'm hoping airflow tiles. There we go. A little bit more right there. Some airflow tiles right there, some airflow tiles right there. Just to get a little bit more airflow in the area. But no, at this point, the patch is pretty much in release state. And then let's get the hydrogen out of here. Like doing that. Alright, so we're good there, we're good there, we're good there. So we're good here. Okay. So we're kind of in a good spot-ish. This is so good, but it's already so hot. Let's do this. Let's do that. Oh, what is this? Chlorine. Liquid. Holy shit. 1,000 grams of liquid chlorine. That's pretty good. BJ-IZ-M-E. BJ is me. Is your name BJ by any chance? I'm getting the impression that maybe, just maybe, it is. 3 doors. This? Are you talking about this? Yeah, we should probably fix that. And by that, I mean... You are correct. We forgot to fix that. That's your nickname? BJ, how are you tonight? I don't know why I thought for maybe for a second that your name was BJ. I don't know, gave me that idea. But I'm glad that you've decided to choose this channel. Welcome to Oxygen Not Included. I am your host, Ike. You can call me Ike. Oh, you don't even know why we have 3 doors. Well, we have 3 doors because this is about to happen. Actually, let them come down. Do we even have this iron? Raw refined metal. We do have the iron. Let them do that. You are neat as yeet. Yee. Nice. Nice as ice? Are you nice as ice? Is that neat as yeet as you? Am I way out of tune? Actually, you know what? I like nice as ice. What are you? I'm nice as ice. Yeah. I'm a huge nerd. And it is not getting any better as I age. I'm a huge nerd, and it's not getting anywhere near better as I age. You're as cold as ice, willing to sacrifice our love. Okay, so let them come down and do this, and then I'll show you why we did this. It's not going to be perfect, because... Well, actually, you know what? It's going to be perfect here, but it's not going to be perfect here. But I'll show you why we did that. Just we'll give them a minute to come down and actually do it. They need to punch some iron into existence first. Take out a little bit of that stress. Take out a little stress by hitting the button! And making iron. Punching iron into existence from iron ore. It's fantastic. It's like those tinfoil balls, that Japanese tinfoil ball challenge, where people take a hammer and they take aluminum foil or tinfoil, and they literally hammer it into a solid tin ball. I don't know if anybody's watched that on YouTube at this point, but if you haven't, go watch it on YouTube, because some of these people, like, they legitimately hammer like a solid tin or aluminum ball out of tinfoil. It's crazy how much are there. How long have I been playing this game? Since January. About since January. I picked it up in about January. Since January, I have put just under 1,000 hours into the game. Just under 1,000. I have streamed about 600 of those hours. Maybe 700. Nah, about 600. I've streamed about 600 of those hours. But I put about 1,000 hours into the game. 600 or 900 something. About 900 something. So we do have that. We do want them to come make it. But we don't have a builder. That's kind of a problem. We don't have a builder, do we? No, we don't. Our only builder is the farmhand, which we are setting to that. So let's make the miner also build. And our electrical engineer can also build. And our exosuit engineer can also build. I played this game a little. I wouldn't... There's a lot of really good streamers for this game, though. So... I don't know what the average for all of us would be. Bonnie gets a promotion. Bonnie, come get your promotion. Here we go. Jobs available. Bonnie, now a farmer. This is fantastic for us because this is going to allow us to get way more food. This room right here counts as a farm. This guy right here, is going to be able to kick over. Once Bonnie gets her hat, she's coming down here. She's going to get her hat. Kind of like that. She punched in. Hat time. What a nice new hat she has. Now this room is legitimately a farm. She is capable of using this farm station. This farm station allowing these plants to grow at basically double speed, which gives us double the amount of food income, which is fantastic because I am sick of eating dirt. And I don't want to be eating dirt anymore. So now she's going to do that. This guy came down here. We've constructed 2 Hat Game So Strong. Oh, Lucky Shell, were you here yesterday? You want to see Hat Game So Strong? You ready? You ready, buddy? You ready for this? Ready? This is my new one. I do have another one going down. On a scale from 1 to 10, how much do I like this game? I think I just answered your question. This is not the one that I got commissioned out, but this is my new one. Unfortunately, the yellow kind of matches the green screen apparently enough that the thing screws it. So I'm gonna have to fix that somehow. But this is my new one. It is. What a fantastic hat. I do believe that now we have both the ability to go out. Oh, wait. Ren, what a nice hat you have, Ren. I wish I had one of those myself. Ah, I do! Ha! Hat time! Fantastic! So now we've got the architect, we've got a beginner architect, we've got the miner, we have a chef's hat, and we have an electrical engineer's hat. Yeah, the chroma key is kicking out on the bolt, so you can see right through my head. I was kind of making fun of myself yesterday, being like, look, everybody who's ever told me that I have an empty head and there's nothing up there and I'm stupid, look, they're right. You can see right through my head. It's so empty, you can see right through my head. Haters were right. But yeah. So BJ, I don't know if that answered your question, but I feel like it probably did. I feel like it probably did. Maybe. You never know. You never know. Maybe maybe everybody owns hats from the game. That's a possibility. It might be. They might have that. I don't know what the next hat will be. But I do love Hat Time. Hat Time is fantastic. Fantastic. So we're stuck here again. We're stuck over here. We're kind of stuck getting into here. Oh, are you going to be a squishy? No, you're a vending machine. Okay. So we got up here. We got all of this. That's fine. Yeah, you've got that Overwatch hat that I like. I enjoy your Overwatch hat. You got that cool one. Let's dig out this, I guess. Why not? This thing's working pretty good. Look at that. That is fun. That is a funky gray hat. Okay, so let's talk about the 3 doors. Because 3 doors is going to be so let's talk about the 3 doors down. 3 doors is going to be very important in this next patch for everybody. You see here, temperature. Okay, we've done the temperature overlay. We hit F3 to do that. So here's cold, here's hot. These 3 doors, when you have it set up like this, where through automation, you only automate this original one on a switch, or you can automate it on whatever you want. What you'll notice is when this door opens, it is absolute 0 inside, because it opens to a vacuum. So if you're using insulated tiles, so let's just say that these are insulated tiles, and you're using insulated tiles like this, right? And you're making insulated walls. This creates a perfect temperature seal. Okay, a perfect temperature seal. So that way you don't leak temperature through the doors, right? So now I'm trying to think of the best way to kind of, you know, while our duplicants are kind of off doing their thing and doing stuff like that, right? What we'll do is, well, we'll do it in a minute. But it creates a perfect temperature seal. So this is a great way of just making it so if you have like the way a thermos insulates. Yes, like the way a thermos insulates. Right? So if you have an area where you really don't need dupes to be able to get into. So notice now that it's screwed though, because he opened these doors. So now we've got to come down here. We've got to turn it off. We're going to lock this door so they can no longer get through here unless I ask them to. Yeah, it's exactly like the way a thermos insulates. You're just creating a thermos. So we lock that door, we turn that off. Okay, now you notice that it's going to start conducting temperature. So if this side got super, super hot, 1,000 degrees, it would conduct that temperature through these doors super fast, like really fast. And so now we come to this guy and we turn you on. You hear tappy toes? You do. And we turn this switch back on, so automation. So this way it allows us to control this door without having to send a dupe. It also apparently means that this dupe is going to fall asleep. That's cool. You saw Markiplier play this game. It was pretty fun how he failed on his first try. Yeah. I actually watched Markiplier stream this at one point, and see, there we go. Back to absolute 0. I'm glad that he brought attention to the game. I'm glad that he brought attention to the game. Everybody fails their first try. Nobody makes it their first try. Unless, I guess, they're a person who, like, has done 700 hours of research first. Nobody makes it to their first try. Not for a ridiculously good amount of time, anyway. We're going to drop this water. Let's do that. So we're going to come this way. We're going to come down. This way, down. This needs to go. This can go. You down, you down, you down, you. Let's just do this. Can you control a coal generator with automation? You can. In fact, you'll actually see that I'm doing it right here. So I have this smart battery set up on my coal generator. So this guy is just set to go active at 10%. So at 10%, now you see it turned on the coal generator. The coal generator will charge this battery back up to full. Okay, now once this battery gets back up to full, soon, there it goes. Now it turns off. The coal generator is now off. If we didn't have this smart battery, this coal generator would keep burning even though it's creating excess power that we're not using. So we're gonna drop this water, and it's totally not gonna be a problem. So let's do it. His first tries are different. Why is that? Just because he freaks out super hard about it? This might cause a problem. You know what? Let's just shits and giggles build 2 more for right now. We'll see if this was. It shouldn't cause a problem. Yeah, let's do it. Matthew BTD, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping in, being around, having a fit. Here we go. This shouldn't. Yeah, we're fine. Oh, but now you guys are stuck. Whoops. Sandstone, yes. I was playing Fortnite in the morning. I was? What do you mean? I played Fortnite on Saturday? I mean, I didn't do it on stream. Yeah, oxidizers do still output at 70. Which is nice, actually, because that means that you can just feed it geyser water and you're fine. But oxidizers do indeed still put out at 70 degrees. I was playing Fortnite on Saturday. But not this morning. I did not do it on stream, though. I went to a legit, like, real IRL LAN party on Saturday. I know, weird, right? We're gonna force this to flow downhill. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Oh, it was morning for you? Well, then there you go. I did indeed play Fortnite on Saturday. Or, I guess, Sunday morning for you. Dude, shine nymphs, all of the animals, when they sleep, if you find, like a baby hatch, like a hatchling, when they sleep, they flip over on their back and they go like, it's adorable. All of the new things are there. They need a priority 10 for the occasion when you have everything set to 9. Yeah, you know, I'm a fan of priority 9. I do believe in priority 9. You know, I mean, it's just a thing. It's a thing that I do in the place. I think everybody else does it as well. Realistically now, 9 and 10, I mean, like, the sub-priorities don't really matter. It's this screen that really matters now. Right? Like, it's that screen that really matters now. So, once this screen matters, as long as you have this screen set right, you're okay. You're in a good spot. Might have been my host? What do you mean my host? Priority 9, baby. Priority 9. Jumping on it. My Streamlabs is doing weirdy things. So this is... Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that beautiful, beautiful water. All in one place. Back up to full. That's so great. Now what we'll do is we'll kind of start to walk it back. So as this gets lower, we'll start to walk the water back this way. Cycle 61. This is an important point. Welcome back to Restart Day. On Restart Day, if you're new and familiar around here, we do 20 cycles on 3 different bases, and this is actually the 3rd base. We got to 3rd base. Fantastic. And then we restart, hence Restart Day, and we go up the other way. We've only been doing 3 bases this week. This one we didn't do a ton. We did discover this here steam geyser, which is fantastic. We set it up to be temperature isolated, but not super much. We've lost 3 duplicates, 1 to stupidity and 2 to the fact that we overextended with the food supply that we had. We have come up here to kind of get up to this point. We finally got ourselves... Do we really have ourselves a miner? We do. We finally got ourselves a miner that's capable of getting through this stuff. So we're going to be able to next week. What we'll do is we'll set up power. Actually, next week for this base is going to be great because we're going to set up power. We're going to set up oxygen. Like, this base next week is going to be flat out just ridiculously ready. The amount of water that comes out of this is stupid, so we're going to be fine. We'll get some plastic, maybe. Maybe we'll go straight for plastic next week. But it does mean that we are going to move on to... I actually don't have anything to really move on to. I kind of don't have anything set up for... I kind of really don't have anything set up for the end of this. Yeah. So, yeah. Any questions? Anybody have any questions that they want to see us go over? Well, let's make sure that we save this before we do this. Does anybody have any problems that they want, that they're not sure how to solve? We'll just go with let's teach people things today. Does anybody have any problems that they don't know how to solve, and they're like, hey, what is going on? How does this work? Or maybe you've seen something and you don't know how it works. And you're like, hey, why does this work? Or how does this work? Or what are we doing? Waterproof bubbles returns. A brand new streamer popping her bubble with Tales of Symphonia, a fantastic RPG, a great game. It's fantastic. It's a good time. I didn't really plan for anything past base 3 this week. I really should have done that. I'm kind of thrown off so much. Farm around the dupe printer? Isn't this the best? Look at this farm around the dupe printer. This farm right here around this dupe printer is 22 bristle blossoms using only the light from the dupe printer. Which is fantastic because it gives off no heat. Right, so this is 22 bristle blossoms, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21, I lied. 21 using only the light, because bristle blossoms require light. Using only the light. Oh, did I count this one? Maybe not. Maybe not. 5, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. Yeah, it's still 21. Nice. See? Friends in high places. Friends in high places. Come on, kitty, how are you? The nice thing about this is because this doesn't give off any heat, it doesn't immediately kind of mean that you have to start to do this. Do I build up a hatch farm for coal, or do I bail on coal generators? I bail on coal generators. If I have a hatch farm, I'll keep one going, kind of, but I generally bail on coal generators. I actually only really use coal generators in the end for bootstrapping any other system, and that's only really in emergencies, mostly because there's so much coal on the map that you don't run out of it very often, or very fast, until I swap to petroleum for bootstrap. And then I just have a little petroleum thing. So this setup works really well. I did post it on Discord, how to set it up and do it. You don't know how? You are so new, it's adorable. Raiding is slash, so like backslash raid space the name. So if you wanted to like raid my channel, it's / raid Ica TV space Ica TV. If you wanted to raid like Lucky Shell, it would be / raid Lucky Shell, you know, that sort of thing. And then host is / host the name. Raids are generally better than name or hosts, but when you raid, it auto hosts as well. Well, it hosts for right then as well. That's a good thing. It's cool that you got it up. Did you? Yeah, raid target. There you go. Did you get? Did you get your VODs up and running? are you recording what you're doing so that maybe some of us can go back and watch them at some point? I don't really know. We shall see. It's fantastic. Fantastic. It's cool though. I'm glad that you're excited. I suppose welcome to being an affiliate on your second day. Good for you. Good for you, seriously. Like I told you, just play the games that you want to play, be yourself, and the rest it'll fall into place, or you won't care because you're enjoying yourself and having fun. Which plant food should you use? Because you can't cool geyser water enough for anything. Well, you're kind of boned then, because you're going to have to cool geyser water for something. Geyser water is going to be coolable a whole lot more now. Let's do this. Okay. Let's do our main menu. Actually, we'll load... I don't know. What were we playing? Let's just load a map. Dwelling? What is this? 3? No. Space Hut? 3? No. Ironic Space Camp? No. Loveliest Dwelling? No. Oh, that's the one that we were playing. Ill Pit. 2? Don't Get Old? No. Burrow? No. 50 Dupes? Oh my god, we're all gonna die? No. Super Duper League? No. Inescapable? Cute Homestead? Citadel? Let's load the Ill Pit. This is just a brand new game. There, you still have to stream at least 7 days. Well, you know what? You got the follower part down. That works out super well. Super well. Good for you. Good for you. That's awesome. That's super awesome. Okay, so let's take a look. Oh. All right, so you need to do water, and you need to cool water. Okay. Yeah, excitement. Dude, everybody should be excited. You should be excited. You should be excited. So this is what you want to do for like cooling a geyser. Let's find our geyser. Where is it? Here's a geyser. Okay. This puts out, this one's actually an okay geyser. So you're going to put, let's just do Control F4. You're going to put a pump in here, and you're going to be like, oh, cool, a pump. And maybe you're going to build it out of gold. That's what you should be building it out of. And when I said maybe you're building out of gold, I meant you're building out of gold. And then you're going to just build probably like igneous rock, right? And you're going to kind of come up, and this is what I do for these ones. So I come over this way, and this actually works out really well because it's right next to this cold biome. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to be like, here's a tile, and then here's a mechanized block. Okay. So then I'm going to have my plumbing, and I'm going to have a liquid pipe, and I'm going to have it come over this way. Okay. Then in this cold biome, you're going to do, generally you want to find a squishy. This is a squishy. So generally you want to find something like this, but maybe you just want to use Wheezeworts. Maybe you'll just use Wheezeworts. So what you're going to do is you're going to come over here, and you're going to make a radiator. And all it is this is part of the new patch, but the new patch, you're going to be able to come in here, and these radiant liquid pipes. You want to make them out of tungsten, but you don't have to. They're all going to work okay. And you're just going to make a bit of a radiator. Now, this is going to work better if you do it by, if you do it with, good night, Bubbles. I'm super glad it went well for you. That's awesome. That's freaking great. I am super glad it went well for you. And so you're going to make this radiator, and then I'm just going to have it empty right here. Now, the best thing that you can do is kind of put it in a room with either a squishy or, let's deconstruct you, and then come here and go base, and put it in a room with some Wheezeworts. I'm just going to put some Wheezeworts from the thing that I made before. So we're just going to say Wheezeworts, Wheezy. Apparently I just deleted that, so we'll just say 5 Wheezeworts. You could probably do less than 5, but whatever. For all intents and purposes, this is what you're going to do. And then back to our radiator. And then just make sure that these things are in hydrogen, right? So we're going to use hydrogen. And now what you would do is you would just pump hydrogen from the surrounding area, right? There's a lot of hydrogen available to you here. If you're using electrolyzers to make oxygen, there's a lot of hydrogen available there, but you're just going to use hydrogen. And we're just going to put in around 1.5 kilograms. And I'm going to put it in at 0 degrees. That's actually not that hard to hit. So we're just going to fill it, 0 degrees, 1.5 kilograms of hydrogen. Like that, okay. So now this hydrogen this radiant piping is going to get cold. The temperature in the room is going to kind of equalize, right? So off we go, everything's okay. Things are going to kind of exist. Now this is going to be cold. What you'll do is pump this little guy right here. A little bit of wire, kind of like that. And just because this is an example, I am just going to do something really crazy and just say that we have a battery right here, and we're gonna make a dupe do it, because I don't want to set up a full power system. So Control F2. And now, so this guy's going to pump geyser water, although it's not actually that cold. This is going to break this pipe, actually. But this geyser water, this is going to break that pipe. Let's put in water. So we need water. Let's put in 1,000 kilograms at 373 is 100 degrees. So let's put it in at 363, which is 90 degrees. That's really hot. So we're gonna put in a whole bunch of very hot hydrogen, or very hot water. Okay. So this is some really hot 80, 90 degree water. Okay. So now if we take a look, we've got water coming in. This is the 40, 60. But you can see that this water is actually already freezing. So this water is 38 degrees, 40 degrees. It's coming in. It's hitting 26, 19. It's coming out like this water's about to freeze. This water's kind of getting to here, and then there we go. So it's coming in at 40 something, and it's leaving at 4 degrees. So once we get to where it's going to get hotter, right? Here's 70 degree water. And it's coming in at 70 degrees, 60 degrees, 70 degrees, and it's coming out. We're going to see this kind of go up a little bit and see where it settles. Now, this is just pumping, right? This is just your basic with just a radiator and some Wheezeworts, and you're not actually doing anything. So this is now dropping about 30 degrees. So we're dropping about 30 degrees, which is good. But you can make that drop a whole lot more. So if you come here, and instead of sending in 10 kilogram packets, right? Because that's sending 10 kilograms at a time. You don't need that much water. Very few things actually use 10 kilograms at a time. You can now use a valve and send in less than 10 kilograms. Say you want to send in 5 kilograms of water, right? Now we're going to send in 5 kilograms of water. We're sending in 5 kilograms of water at 70 degrees. We'll wait until it gets to a point where it kind of comes out. So 5 kilograms of water at 70 degrees. We're already down to 50 here. 40, 30. Boom. So we're now at 41 degrees. We're dropping on the 30, right? And it's kind of still going down a little bit as this room kind of adjusts. So now we're at 38 degrees. Right, we're lowering it. If we go even further and you calculate that you really don't use a ton of water, instead you only use a kilogram of water every second, right? And you're trying to make your water over kind of. And this hydrogen actually just got super cold or super warm. So I kind of ruined it a little bit by dripping the water in here and having it break to start. So let's go in here for hydrogen. Gas, 270, right? So this is super hot hydrogen, or well, it was super hot a minute ago. It was like 60 degrees, but these Wheezeworts are keeping it down. Now with our water right here that's coming in at 1 kilogram, right? We're going in now at 50, 60 degrees, and we're coming out at 20, right? You're getting rid of 40 degrees of heat. And so this is kind of the way that you can kind of adjust with just some Wheezeworts and a radiator and being able to adjust the amount of water that you put in. You can really get this water's fine to grow anything basically but sleet wheat, right? You can grow anything but sleet wheat with this. Sleet wheat just means that you're going to have to be a little bit more active on what you're doing, and probably take something like this and then send it through a thermal aqua tuner. But there's no reason why you can't just cool geyser water, especially now. Now it's going to be there. And we can see that this is even dropping a little bit more as the Wheezeworts catch up. So now that the Wheezeworts are even catching up, like this is even going down more. You should be okay for geyser water. Just gotta apply a little physics. Lower the amount of water that you're trying to cool at a time. Unless you're using a thermal aqua tuner and you're worried about power. At which point you actually want to send it 10 kilogram packets. But yeah. You should be the new update. With the new update and these radiant pipes, I mean, we put in 90-degree water. This has settled down to about 80 degrees, which is roughly around where this will go. And this is what we're getting out, 20-something degrees. Right, and it's a kilogram at 20-something degrees. If you want to go a little bit higher, or maybe add an extra Wheezewort, or use a squishy, or even use a thermal aqua tune or something like that. Or make the hydrogen a little bit more cold. I mean, what is the hydrogen even at? Yeah, the hydrogen's dropping right now. The Wheezeworts are actually absorbing more heat than the water's capable of putting out, because the hydrogen's even dropping temperature. So this will just keep getting a little bit colder over time. You do not need an aqua tuner for bristle plants. Probably. Your best bet for bristle blossoms, to be honest, is for the longest time, there's so much polluted water on the map. Take the polluted water, purify it into regular water, then that way you know that it's a guaranteed 15 or a guaranteed 40 degrees Celsius, right? Because the water sieve puts out at 40 degrees Celsius. Once you're at that point, just make a little radiator, right? You can make a tiny radiator that takes that 40-degree water and makes it cold. In fact, it's almost hard to make a radiator. Like, look at this. Hot ass water coming in, cold water really coming out. Right? It's actually kind of hard to make a radiator at 40 degrees without breaking it because it gets too cold. But yeah, so these Wheezeworts keep it up. And now, like, I just generated this map before. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I deleted some there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Like, there's 21 Wheezeworts on this map. Wait, Wheezeworts are so good now. So very, very good. And there's just so many of them on the map. So, yep, you should be able to cool water just fine without any issues. The new radiant pipes work great. You know, this is also a great way of, you know, something that was just brought up is right, does a deoxidizer, or not deoxidizer, but does an electrolyzer still put out oxygen at 70 degrees? And it does, right? So if you have an electrolyzer, like so, this puts out oxygen. Is that a new critter in the corner? Yes. Yes, it is. So this puts out oxygen at 70 degrees. You can use a room like this to cool that oxygen down to a way, right? So you're not pumping 70-degree oxygen into your farms. This is a new critter. This is a Draco. Dracos can be sheared for thimble, whatever comes off of thimble reeds, reed fiber. So you can shear a Draco for reed fiber. There are also, there's a new, this is probably the coolest thing, by the way. There's a new sandbox mode that will allow you to kind of spawn things. So if I come here and I spawn a creature and a glossy Draco, I can spawn a glossy Draco. If you shear a glossy Draco, it gives you plastic. If there are also other new things, we can spawn stone hatchlings. These are just kind of neat little things to deal with. So there's stone hatchlings now. They're adorable, if you ask me. There are smooth hatchlings. They're also adorable. They put out, if I remember correctly, it eats iron ore, and it puts out the copper, the actual form of that ore, right? Now, so it eats iron, or it eats ore, it poops out the refined metal, but it only poops out 75%. So if you put in 100 kilograms of copper ore, it will only give you 75 kilograms of copper. So just be wary, it's not perfectly great. The stone hatchling, it eats, these are the hatchlings, these are babies, right? So these are just baby hatches right now. The stone hatchling eats rock, some ore, but mostly rocks and things like that. It poops coal. It poops coal at 50%. Your sage hatchling, what it does is it eats dirt, slime, algae, fertilizer, polluted dirt. It also poops coal, but it poops coal at 100% of what it makes, right? Oh, here it is. They're sleeping. Lucky Shell, look at this. Look at this. How amazing is that? Look at them. Look at them. They're on their backs. Their little legs are up like this, and they're like... It's amazing. Look at them. So the babies are fantastic, right? So... And then there's, I think, one more type. Nope, apparently not. So there's a Nega Shine Bug. This is a bug. There's a Nega Shine Nymph. So these are the little guys, right? So now there's babies of each version. So, like, this is a baby Shine Nymph. And it's a chubby little baby Shine Bug. This one's a Black Negamorph. It eats barbecue meat or abyssalite. And it... The thing is with this one, right? So these shine bugs, they produce light, but they also give you 30 decor, right? In a radius of 5 tiles. However, from a light perspective, I can't believe I'm about to, oh wait, I can just, I'll cue you over here. Okay, so from a light perspective, that's great, right? Because you can use them to do your thing. These Nega Shine bugs do not give off light, but these motherfuckers give off 80 freaking decor, people. 80 decor! Like, it's ridiculous. You could have an entire decor, like, base based on just, like, populating Nega Shine bugs throughout your base. Because look at the decor on these things. Insane. Insane. 80 for a radius of freaking 7 tiles. They're just moving paintings. They're fantastic. So those are cool. And the babies are also ridiculously adorable. Ridiculously adorable. There's a Placid Shine Bug. I don't know about this one. This one puts in, let's take a look, emits a soft light. It has a little bit less light radius, but more decor than their other one. Okay, so less light, more decor. Than the... So this is kind of the in-betweeny. That's cool. And then let's take a look. Let's play with more Shine Bugs. Let's see. Shine Bug, Placid Shine Nymph, because I love babies. Look at him, he's so adorable. There's a Plastic Draco. There is. Yeah, see, there's a Plastic Draco. See? Right. I did spawn one earlier. I don't remember where I put him. He's up here, maybe? Yeah, see? Plastic Draco. See, this glossy Draco? When he's shearable, you get 150 kilograms of plastic. So, he gets plastic. Which is awesome, because that means that you no longer have to rely on that. I'm going to actually... And then, let's see, I'm going to turn off debug real quick just so we're playing with this one. So, let's see, there's also the Crystal Shine Bug, which kind of looks like the other one, but this Crystal Shine Bug only gives off 5 tiles. So, one, this motherfucker eats diamonds, so whatever. Like, you can't keep them forever, obviously. But look at this. 200 decor. 200 decor. What? Why? Why do you even need to? Just 200 decor for a freaking just huge radius. You put one of these in your base, and people are going to be super happy all the time. Problem is you have to feed it diamonds. So, you know, there's ups and downs to everything. We've got ourselves a Sunny Shine Bug. Boop, like this guy right here. He just gives off more light, apparently, and he also eats mushrooms, as well as phosphorite. We have ourselves all of the other Crystal Shine, Vital Shine. Oh, a Vital Shine Bug puts off, if I remember correctly, this thing actually heals your dupes in the area, right? Negative 200? I have no idea. So this one actually heals your dupes in your area. So if I remember right, what you can do is make like a med bay that just has like shine bugs to make them heal faster. I don't quote me on that though. I'm not positive, and it's unfortunately not in the tooltip. These are my favorite though. We have ourselves the best. The Slickster. We have ourselves the best Slickster larva. Baby Slickster! Look at him! Look at him! We have ourselves the long-haired Slickster. The shaggy Slickster. We have ourselves the long-haired Slickster baby. And we have ourselves a molten Slickster. Like that. And the molten Slickster baby. These guys are cool because these guys are your normal Slicksters. These guys right here, they eat oxygen. And I believe they put out, I forgot what they put out, but they eat oxygen instead of eating that. But these guys, these molten Slicksters, they eat carbon dioxide and they just poop petroleum. So that's fantastic because these guys, they may put out crude oil, but the same amount of you can put out straight up petroleum. So you can completely skip oil refineries at this point. If you can get some molten Slicksters and you can make them happy, you can completely skip oil refineries and just go straight Slicksters for petroleum. So that's a cool thing. And then the last bits that they had was we now have a couple of things. We have a dense puffed and a dense pufflet. This little guy right here. Ready. Dense pufflet. Baby puffed. These guys eat oxygen and they poop out oxalite, so you can now solidify your oxygen fairly easily. You have a other one. You have a puffed prince, which just makes it so that he does the thing, but he is required to kind of get some of the other ones, and you can only have one of them in an area. He makes the other puffs kind of happy. We have ourselves some squeaky puffs. These guys eat chlorine, and they poop out bleach stone, which is fantastic. And then we also have in the new patch the ability for us to get the other thing that people probably want. We have fish. So these pacu, there are also gulpfish, which is a type of pacu. And there are these guys, tropical pacu. Okay, so the tropical pacu, what they do is they eat algae, they give out polluted dirt. That's bullshit, they're stupid. Same thing here, algae, polluted dirt, stupid. But these gulpfish eat algae, they put out polluted dirt, but they have a very special thing as well. If we put some gulpfish, we're gonna put some gulpfish up here in this one right here. Okay, and we let it run for a second. Let them catch up. You'll notice something interesting starts to happen. The polluted water is turning to regular water. Gulpfish will eat polluted water and change it to regular water, which is like fantastic. What I'm not sure, let's take a look. Let's do an experiment. Experiments are fantastic and fun. We're going to take and we are going to use a brush to do polluted water. This is the polluted water liquid. 1,000 kilograms. Okay. We're going to say that it has 500,000 germs of food poisoning. Like that. Okay. So we've got a lot of food poisoning. Now we're going to use a spawner to do gulpfish, and we're going to do this. We're going to give it a second. I'm just going to put a ton of them in here. Does this water does have food poisoning in it. Oh, okay. So it does not get rid of food poisoning, but the food poisoning is going to die because it doesn't live in water super easy. So, all right. So it does not get rid of food poisoning. They won't clear food poisoning. That's fine though. But they do move polluted water to water, which is great. Awesome. There's a lot of cool other things that are in this update that, like, this update is actually, this one's really good. I am a big fan of this update because there's a lot of things to it. The heat change is a big thing. The other things are a big thing. There's a whole section now for on-pipe sensors. So you have an on-pipe element sensor, an on-pipe germ sensor, and an on-pipe temperature sensor so that you can control the way that liquids go, right? So say I have a pump that's right here, and I say, I know that there's only going to be either water or there's going to be polluted water. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to put a pump. We'll just say we have a little pump right here. And get rid of that one, get rid of that one. And then this is an element sensor. So what I can do is I can say, hey, maybe I want to wait for my natural little guys right here that all apparently just died. That's unfortunate, because I didn't feed them or something like that. Oh no, it's probably not the right temperature. There's a temperature requirement. But now I'm like, hey, I want to separate this water, and I want to do it fairly easy without a huge power requirement. So what I would do is I would come up here, and I would say, okay, pass this through here, and then let's undo these, and then right here I would put a liquid shutoff, like that, and then if it's not purified, I want it to just come back down here, so I would come back down here like this, right? It doesn't matter if you use insulator or anything like that. I'm just doing it from a perspective. Now, let's just run power, 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 just to make them do the thing. Hi, Hatchie. Boom. And then we'll just run power, power, power. Like so, for 10 watts. And let's see, a battery. So we'll just put a smart battery right there. Okay, so now this guy, we're gonna have it go and say, dump into a pool over here, maybe. Right, so we're gonna take plumbing. And we're gonna, did they do anything with morbs? Not really. No. And we're gonna say, plumbing, liquid pipe. Now, I'm gonna say that any regular water I wanna move out of the pool. So, I wanna move it here. What I can do is, for automation, I can say automation where, like this. Now, by default, everything's gonna kinda come back around, right? It's just a loop, it's gonna come back around. So we're fine there. However, if I change this now to saying that I want it so that any regular water, not polluted water, but regular water, triggers this. What'll happen is now whenever there's a regular water, it's immediately gonna go up here. Natalia, what a pretty name. Well, hello, Natalia. So now I can have this mixed pool of water, and instead of using, I like Natalia as a name. She has a very pretty name. You can tell her I said hi. Instead of using a filter, right, which is a little bit more bulky, even though this is here, this doesn't really count. This is kind of always filtering on every single packet, and this costs 120 watts. You can save that 110 watts and just swap the water. You're saving yourself 110 watts now. So, and this is capable of handling, I mean, however much water you put at it, right? As much as the pump can go. So, like, we can have our liquid pump right here and just do power, power, power. Good. And just do power, power, power. And now we come back, and now it's just going to switch, right? So now we can do kind of these filters. Now, you can do these in multiple spots as well, right? So say this water, instead of kind of coming up this way, right, maybe we have doing this with gas, because these things still exist for gases as well. Maybe this one comes up, and it comes up like this, and then over. And then we have another section that comes this way, and then it finally comes down this way. And maybe this one, we are going to do another liquid shutoff right here, and we're going to do another pipe element sensor right here, and then this one will maybe do a thing for oil, right? Maybe somehow we've drained oil into our tank on accident. Or maybe we just have a storage tank that stores everything no matter what, right? And so now for this liquid pipe, we're going to come over here, and we're going to say, hey, I want to transfer all of the oil into a liquid vent over here. So this one, we're going to say automation, and we're going to do this, and we're going to give it some power, 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 like so. And then we're going to be like, okay, this is what I want to do, right? Off it goes. And off it goes. Now if I put, and I say that this, for a liquid, I want to use oil, crude oil. Maybe because we have slicksters in this pit, and we're kind of doing some stuff. And I come down here, and I do a little bit of brush, and I don't need a big brush, but like a little brush of oil, crude oil, right? Maybe 2,000 kilograms of crude oil, and I just paint that. It's gonna be at the bottom, but oh yeah, because it dropped like a rock. I lied. Brush. Right now, if it senses the oil, we're gonna make all of those decisions based on what we need to do. So that's the real, and that exists for gases too. Is it cheaty? There's some upsides and some downsides to this. One, they are expensive, right? You can get the filters really early on. They just cost 200 unrefined metal. The element sensors, they require refined metal, and they require basically top-tier research. Yes, it is from a power perspective a lot nicer, right? Like it's way nicer from a power perspective. However, if you don't set it up correctly, if the power goes out, the nice thing about filters is if the power goes out, it stops, right? You just, it is what it is. The power went out, and it stops. It doesn't stop making any decisions. If you don't set this up correctly, if the power goes out, you may start just putting things into places you did not expect, right? So you have to set this up correctly. But otherwise, yeah, it's a really cheap way of doing filtering, but at the same time, it does require top-tier research, right? So under the research, it's here under liquid tuning, the thermal and the element sensor, and it's here under HVAC for the gases. It does require refined metal, which is going to mean that you either have to have brute force refinement or smelting to be able to do it. So, and yeah. So there's some upsides, there's some downsides. You do have to set it up differently. It's not as fire and forget as like a valve, right? Because if the filter is set up wrong, it just doesn't work, right? But if then I do something like this, where this is doing a thing, right? It's possible that if I screwed up, it will, like if I screw something up, or power dies somewhere, maybe power dies here and not there, and it does things. You were playing, I don't know what NMS is. Yeah, I didn't have an output pipe for a second. Captain Ica. That's cool. Not me. Yeah. I am well today. But, so like I said, there are ups and downs to both. No Man's Sky. Oh, No Man's Sky. Okay. Captain Ica. What a great name he has. What a great name he has. Fantastic. Fantastic. But yeah, so like I said, there's ups and downs to both. It's not a perfect system, but for like a dual mixed system where you don't really care if it comes back and you're not looking for like really perfect 100% separation, this works great. For gas mixed, like for mixed gas rooms, this works awesome, right? And just have it so that the default is to just put it back in there and try to go back around for mixed gases, then it works great, right? So if you have a mixed gas room and you don't mind and you want to just kind of separate the gases, setting up a system like this with all of the different types of gases just in a line and just being like, okay, hydrogen, hydrogen, chlorine, carbon dioxide, oxygen, polluted oxygen, natural gas, and just having 5 of these, even 5 of these things is still cheaper than one liquid filter, or than one filter. And I believe that's still the case for here too. So like here, a gas shutoff and a gas pipe element sensor. Yeah, it's still only 10 watts. So even that is still cheaper than one of these. but you have to make sure that you wire a dead man, wire a dump for it, so that way, if something goes wrong, you don't do something like drop stuff in the wrong thing. There's a couple other different sensors that are on there too. I think probably one of the ones that might get used, maybe not the most, but might get used a lot, is this liquid germ sensor. So that if you have germy polluted water, you can separate it to a burn tank instead of, right? Maybe you have a mixed pool of polluted water and regular water or something like that, and you want to make it sort based on germs, you can do that. So that could work. Maybe there's some stuff that you don't want it to go through or something like that. Or maybe you want specific stuff to go one way or the other. That one would be pretty cool. And then the thermal sensor would be pretty cool because that means that you could loop, instead of having multiple aqua tuners in a row, you could loop your water through an aqua tuner as many times as you would like to get it down to a temperature, and then spit it out. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Right, so one of the problems that was with aqua tuners before is, with an aqua tuner, if you wanted it to get below 14 degrees, 14 degrees lower, you would have to chain multiple aqua tuners. And when you do that, you run the risk of running all of those aqua tuners at the same time, and 1200 watts adds up super fast, right? I mean, 1.2 kilowatts of a pump. Having multiples of those run at the same time is crazy. But what you can do with these is you can be like, hey, I have an aqua tuner now, and if I take this guy right here and put an aqua tuner and then run him, right, with just regular power, conductive wire, right, and then run plumbing and say, we're going to do the valve right here, not a valve, I'm sorry, we're going to do a shutoff right here, and then, hey, I want my cold water output to come to here, but if it's not cold enough, I want you to send it back and come back to this, right? So we have our hot water input right here, we've got cold water input right there. I want to prioritize maybe, right? Maybe I want to prioritize that. Maybe I don't. Maybe I want it so that this water will only go back around for that. But you kind of do want to prioritize that. So if we want to prioritize entry on that, what we would do is we would do something like this. We would come out this way, we would come down here, let this, not a gas bridge, we would do a plumbing, we would do a liquid bridge that comes out like this, we would X these two, we would have plumbing, a liquid bridge that came here, and then this guy would come down and connect in from like that. Okay, so then that means that no matter what, it's going to prioritize anything that's in this pipe over what's in this pipe. So this would be hot water coming in. So then we can set this up and we can say, hey, if it's above, maybe we want to get this really close to 0. If it's above 18 degrees Celsius, a little bit of wiggle room, right? Activate this. Activate this guy. I actually have no idea how well this will work. This is the first time I'm setting it up. So we're going to automate this. We're going to have to get this power at some point, which I really hate the idea that I have to keep doing this sort of thing. And then you would have a pump over here. You get the idea, right? And so now you can have it so that you only ever really have one aqua tuner running at a time. So you can kind of cool water and really only have to deal with the heat for this one aqua tuner while still outside, right? While still in an area. So like then you can take and you can be like, hey, here we go, and maybe we'll cover in oil and be able to maybe get that oil in and out at the same time. And so this system would cool water with a single aqua tuner down to your preferred temperature without having to like dump it into a pool, check the water of the pool, then dump it back, and do all that type of stuff. So there's a lot of really cool things that you can do in this patch. This patch is really good, but it's also really, really in-depth. Like, there's a lot to it, so. Either way, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night a little bit early tonight. I am tired. I will be back to my normal antics tomorrow. We might be playing RimWorld tomorrow. Not going to lie, it's a possibility. If not, we will be playing more Oxygen Not Included. I think we'll probably do, like, We'll probably do, like, 10x or something like that. So, I am going to bounce out for the night. Guys, thank you for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Vicious, thanks for the resub. Yaz, thank you for the resub. Smells Poo, thank you for the sub. Mackie Poo with the host. We've got Xavier with a follow, Roblox with the follow, and Steve with the follow, Subikaz with bits, Campy with bits. Guys, have a great rest of your night. I do appreciate you guys being here every single night. Some of you a little bit more than I am. It's a little weird, but hey, I do love it. If you haven't yet, hit the follow button. It'll let you know when I'm back on. I will be on probably tomorrow, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. If not, maybe a little bit earlier. Never know. But thanks for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it, guys. Have a great rest of your night, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Oh, also stickers! Yay, stickers! I'm gonna go deal with those. Bye!